Welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video I wanted to talk about this burning rubber Chinese racing cabinet. So in my previous video I already talked about, let's say, the deluxe version of one of the two, because I'm here with the company Custom Arcades selling these. And I want to make a review about the deluxe version with racing seat and the other one that you're seeing over here. I'm a big fan of arcade machines, and I just wanted to show you here in the channel what are we going to get with this, let's say, new generation or Chinese cabinets. I was very curious, and is this any good, and is this thing even worth your money? Alright, so I'm here with Custom Arcades, so we're going to check it out. We're going to play some games. Consider subscribing, hit the little bell, and let's go. Like with the previous cabinet, we're having a 32-inch LCD display inside. It's just in 1080p Full HD, where you can play your old school games. He also made the choice to replace this cheap Chinese racing wheel with an G29 from Logitech, and that's very convenient, so if you want to play with a PlayStation, that is no problem at all. With these machines we're finding these old school mainboards with the name called Driving 2. But let's take a close look at the menu and what are we going to get. So the first list what we're going to get is an arcade list with all kinds of arcade games. Sadly there are a lot of double games, so it's a little bit of a bummer, to be honest. But there is a variation of, let's say, what newer games from Outrun, Daytona. So don't get me wrong, it's still missing a lot of great games. But this is the list what you're going to get per arcade, and when you're pressing the button, you're going to get the second menu where you can find the console games. So when it comes to the console games, there is a quite big list, but this time we didn't have any double games, so I'm very pleased with it. But all of them, or most of them, are N64. But a couple lost games like Outrun 2006, that is pretty damn awesome in my opinion. But if you're looking at the list, it's pretty decent, and I'm missing out a lot of great console games that can be played with a racing wheel from Logitech. At the left side we're finding the coin and enter button. We're going to need those for the arcade games, of course. But I already mentioned that at the right side we're having the mode and quit, and the mode is for the game list and the quit is for going out of the game back into the menu. Beside the basic games that we're going to get on this cabinet, I think this, let's say, cabinet has a lot of potential. The reason why is very simple. With the G29 we're having a great steering wheel. For example, we're having a clutch pedal, doesn't work of course because we need racing simulators for it. But you can use it for a PlayStation 4, or you can use it for a PC gaming machine inside. I don't know what you think of the side art. It's a little bit basic, and then on the other side, let me think of Need for Speed or Fast and the Furious somehow. I don't know why, but nevertheless, it looks great. The art itself is nice quality, but it's a little bit basic in my opinion. It's just a car on the side. And they also implemented a coin mechanism, so that is pretty cool. Of course, behind door number 1 we can find this little amplifier. I have a little trouble opening up the door, but you can see here we're having this, I want to say, deluxe Chinese amplifier for the sound itself. We can adjust the treble, the bass, and all the basic stuff what you're going to get with these amplifiers. So if you want to do some maintenance or if you want to replace something, you can open it up very easily with this very gigantic hatch. So let's take a close look at the back and how they assembled the steering wheel. I must say they are pretty crafty with it, putting this in the perfect position. As you can see here we have the connection of the television, so if you want to add a new PC it's possible. Alright, so let's take a close look at door number 3. Yep, because there's another door, and behind this door we can find all the important parts, for example the main board. And now let's do a little bit overview what are we going to get and how is everything set up. So the first thing that I did notice with these main boards, it looks like a Pentium 4 or something because it looks really old school. Here we have some other parts, the amplifier itself and a Yamaha board for the buttons. Let's say it's more like the part of the arcade. It says 2020. I must say with these Chinese cabinets it looks always very nice how the cable tree is assembled in these cabinets. Of course we have a lot of space, and that's very convenient if you want to do a modification within PC or, for example, or PlayStation 4. So as you can see, these are all the parts that are inside, and there are some upgrade possibilities. Yeah, let's play some Cruising USA and let's see how the games are running. I think this is an N64 version, but it can be me.
stuurt weer anders, hè?
Ja.
Ja.
Doe de drift.
Ah, te vroeg. No.
Easy left. Easy right. Wow.
Deze was hij.
Over jump. Easy right. Long medium right. Check one. Easy right. Over jump.
So if you're looking at the racing cabinets from China, they are not bad at all, and this new Logitech steering wheel is a very great addition. I'm not a personal big fan of this main board. There are some good games on it, but still you're missing out a lot of great games, and you don't even use the full potential of the force feedback. Sega GT that you have seen here in the video is that the part that you can feel that the force feedback is just kicking in, and with all the other games it's more like an, yeah, let's say you're having a steering wheel, but it was not really in good feedback, and that's a little bit of a shame because you don't reach the Logitech full potential. There's an upgrade is inevitable in my opinion. So yeah, let me know what you think of this. I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit the little bell, it would be great to have you in the Wicked family, and I will see you in the next video.